Marisak lang niya ang katong
I'm so excited for tonight. I'm so excited for the things that we're going to learn from one of the fastest growing leaders of USANA Philippines. So ako like I'm not na ma-feel ba niyo ko excitement. Kaya ganyan ako contain kichika lang ko sa iyahan. Pero I'm really, really, really happy to see him again and to be with him and to listen, and I'm excited to learn from him as well. So I think we have people, and we'll just wait for the others who will be coming in. So at least to maximize lang po ng atong time at least. And I would wonder, can you please key in kung asa mo gikan? Hello everyone, taga-asa man yung mga nagkuan kanang taga-asa man ang atong mga attendees karon. Hilom kay sila.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Hello, Heart. Hello, Coach Heart. Asa man kanang I would like to request everybody nga okay ra Cebu, si Coach Hazel na sa Cebu. Si Carl is from Cebu City as well. And for si Michelle is from Lapu-Lapu. Wow, we have someone from Dubai. Hello, Ki. How are you? And thank you for being
Hello
with
po.
us. I'm so happy you're able to join us even if you're far, far away. Pero thank God for the internet, di ba? And we have again si Army from Cebu City and si Tita Shoni from Consolacion. So we really have people, and ako na musulat sad ko, no? Maski ako nagtabi, magsulat ko. I'm from Leyte. I'm in Leyte right now. And amazing sad kaya itong speaker is in Davao. Akong among lang reminisce lamig sa among last and nagkuyog di dito sa Samal Island. Oh, ang Samal Island was the best avocado smoothie nga printed pa sa akong memory until now, di ba? All right. So guys, are you ready and are you excited to learn tonight? Can you give me a 1 if you are?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Ready. Okay. A lot of Baron is also here. So, okay. Okay. All righty. So, I'm also very, very excited. All right. So, ako na introduce ang akong speaker ha. He's very, very dear to me. Mag-start po na ako sa USANA business. So ay nag-grow sa ko sa kong sa business. Nagka-meet niya ka-friends niya niya. Amazed yung kay ko ani niya because aside sa he graduated cum laude from Ateneo di Davao, he was also teaching. He was also a university professor when he started USANA. But then when he met USANA, he was very open to learning. He's very humble. Amazed kayo imagine cum laude, yung leadership awardee sa Ateneo, and then after that he was a university professor. But here he was really asking kanang tips. He was very humble. He was always in the training, attending events. So wala ko na really was surprised now why right now he became the fastest growing leader pod of USANA Philippines. So wait and all right. So muna siya na excited ko when I went, especially right now nga he ranked advanced to silver director, earned $1,000 check in 1 week, and after that he's now a million peso earner, and of course most importantly right now he just received the kanang Maldives travel incentive. Are you excited? Ako po lang excited to learn from him. So amazing kayo. So anyway, Coach Rob, are you ready?
I am ready.
Alrighty. So guys, take it away. I'm giving the floor to Coach Robin Tongcua.
Hello, everyone. So I have just one request before I begin. Kung pwede bang pa-co-host nung I have one other device, the Coach Rob presentation tablet. I just needed to show my slides for tonight.
Okay, wait.
Yes, pwede siya. Yeah. But anyway, good evening sa lahat. And thank you so much, Coach Vern, for that wonderful introduction. I am beyond flattered talaga ngayon, no? So, nakita ko na most of the participants right now are from Cebu. And meron lang isa taga Dubai and daghan taga Visayas, no? So ako, actually, I'm also from Visayas. So I don't know if you know this, but I was born in Iloilo, so Ilonggo gid ko. But of course, right now, medyo Bisaya na sad kay I grew up in Davao na. So I'm happy to be able to share my story with you. And it will be very quick. Siguro I'll just put in a little Q&A portion down there later after this talk. So if you have any questions, you can ask me and we'll try to answer them. Okay, so I'm going to share my slides with you tonight. So siguro just a little bit of leveling off though, and let me see your energy levels. So if you are excited right now, kindly type 1. Ayan, let me see that. 1, diba? I want to see your ones. Ayan. So wow, everybody's excited. So thank you so much for your excitement. I appreciate it. I see a lot of ones. That is so heartwarming. Ayan. So, just to give you a brief background, so tama yun, no? Ang sinabi ni Coach Verna is I'm actually from Ateneo de Davao University. So, dito na po ako gumraduate. Ayan. So, I was actually a student leader and very active ako to the point that I became the student council president during my time. And I graduated with honors. So, hindi lang po ako very active in the extracurriculars, pero mahilig din ako sa academics. Ayan. So even while I graduated cum laude, mechanical engineering, sabi nila mahirap daw. Sa akin kasi, I made it a point to achieve it. So medyo may pagka-achiever. But even as a mechanical engineer, it was never my passion to pursue the profession. And so I went into teaching. But I was still teaching engineering courses and I was happy. Until such time, something happened. Okay. So my brother, all the way from Manila, nagulat ako, umuwi siya. Pag uwi niya, sabi niya, Din, mag-quit na ako ng job. Sabi ko, bakit? Kasi nagtaka ko, why? Because he was earning digits. But why would he quit his job when he was already earning that much? Sabi ko, bakit? And sabi niya, alam mo, it's just that I went to this seminar and I realized walang yayaman sa pag-empleyado. That's what he said. And so it struck me because I was starting to realize na maliit nga lang naman talaga yung salary ng isang part-time teacher sa Ateneo. So sabi ko talaga, so what should I do? And so he gave me this book. I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So sa mga nakakakilala, type a 1. Ayan, sige, for those who've also read the book, I'd like to see who among you have read that. So if you haven't already, I suggest you really read the book. So it's a big eye-opener for me. And sabi ko na, wow, okay. Doon ko na-realize na, oo nga, hindi nga talaga ako yayaman sa pag-empleyado. I really had to look for a side business. And that was the time I became open to USANA. Okay. But before I start, I want you to write your questions down first. Ayan ha. So let's make this a little bit more engaging. I know you have questions before you went to this training or this online talk. So you can write it down. But also as I go, you can also write it down para itanong nyo later. And if wala na kayong time na magsulat, you can still type it in the chat box and babalikan ko yan mamaya. Okay? So let's start. And it begins with this person. Ayan. So Coach P is my direct sponsor. And he's a good friend back in college. So he's one of our top bronze director here in USANA Philippines. So you might see him up there in the list, in the online lists of USANA every now and then kung sino yung mga top. So it's just that when I was looking for a side business, naalala ko that he was doing something on the side. And I didn't know. I just wanted to approach him and ask him kung ano yung magagandang business ideas right now. And so, pinuntahan ko siya. Sabi niya, sige. And then we met in a coffee shop. Okay. And then sa coffee shop, saka na kami nag-talk. Okay. So, I opened up all my ideas. Sabi ko, pwede ba mag-open ng arts business? Kasi I'm into art, di ba? Or pwede ba mag-open ng ganitong klaseng business? Sabi niya na, pwede naman. So, I got curious, like really curious. Sabi ko, ikaw ano ba ginagawa mo? Sabi niya, ako, I do this. And he showed USANA. What really struck me there is not his story, but it was another person's story. Kasi he started showing me the products, which I love. Parang the first time I saw it, sabi ko, okay, no questions on the product. The compensation plan, when I saw it, sabi ko, sige, no questions, di ba? And then when I saw the story, doon na ako na-strike. Because he was pointing out one engineer who was no longer doing engineering work. Sabi ko, wow, I want that. Sabi ko, magkano kinikita niya sa USANA? And he said, this guy is earning 6 digits. Siguro nasa 300,000 per month. Sabi ko, wow! Pwede ko bang i-earn yun? Sabi niya, pwede naman. It depends on you. Because USANA rewards you based on your effort. Sabi ko, wow, I want that. Because suddenly, I found an alternative to my career path. Kasi it's always been said sa akin, na, mag-engineer ka kasi maganda yung trabaho, maganda yung sweldo. But here comes someone who is already successful in the engineering field, switched to USANA and earned just as much or even more. Sabi ko, sige, count me in. I'm doing USANA. And that's when my USANA journey began. So sa simula, kami lang talagang tatlo. Like in the first 2 years of the business, you wouldn't see any parang 3 other people na usually magkasama but kami, okay? So that's me, my direct sponsor, and of course, the first person I sponsored into the business, si Philbert. Ayan, so si Coach Philbert, who is now also a silver director and who has also recently hit the Leadership Summit Maldives. Sabi ko, wow, when we were starting, absolutely wala, no? Parang hindi mo kakikitaan ng future tong tatlong to. My schedule back then was I would present 3 to 4 presentations in a day, okay? And of course, I have work. So ang gagawin ko is after work, saka na ako pupunta sa office and then I would meet up different people, di ba? I'm gonna schedule them 2 hours apart para may enough time so I can do my USANA presentation. I'm doing that like for how many months na dire-diretsong ganun, okay? So, guess nyo kung ilan yung sumali. Actually, halos wala, okay? And then I asked them, what's wrong with the presentation? Maganda ba yung presentation? And sabi nila, oo, maganda. And so I began to question myself. Kasi sabi ko, kung maganda naman yung presentation, bakit wala kayong binibili? So I asked that to myself. I didn't ask them. But anyway, suddenly there's this one person na sumali. And that is, yung nakikita nyo in the far right, that's Coach Philbert. So what's amazing is he's now taking charge of his business. And his business is now booming. He's probably even earning more than me. The idea here is, when you start this business, you start talking to a lot of people, you don't pre-qualify because you never really know who among them will really take charge of the business. So you really just have to keep on talking to people. You know, hindi mo talaga alam. You will be surprised. But anyway, and I would just like to honor them. So apply natin siyang lahat, no? So si Coach Helena, yan. So we were working closely together, kaming mga coaches back then 2 years ago. Pero here's the downside. Ayan. So I have to tell you, okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. In the first 2 years, I really got burned out. Like super. And you might ask, bakit? Is USANA the reason? And I'm gonna tell you, it's not. I think everything was set in place. The problem was, I quit my job too early. And again, I'll say that. I quit my job too early. I wasn't even seeing results in my business, pero nag-quit na ako. I had everything. I had the attitude. I had the hunger for learning. I did my best. Pero I wasn't really earning enough. I wasn't, like, probably not earning at all. Pero I quit my job. So my lesson for you is, if you're don't quit immediately kung kaya mo. Why? USANA is really meant to fit into your lifestyle. Pwede mo naman siyang gawing part-time. And my lesson during that time is, I should have given it more time for my business to grow and take root before I quit. But anyway, lesson learned. Sabi ko, sige Lord, I really prayed for it. What do you want me to do? And the message was, humble down, go back to work. Sabi ko, sige, okay. Wala namang masamang magtrabaho, di ba? Sometimes we just make the idea of having a job so evil that we are allergic to it. Actually, wala naman talaga masama sa trabaho. So anyway, I went back to my work and I super had fun. So I realized what I was missing out. Kasi sabi ko, the reason why I quit engineering was because I enjoyed being with people. And so I was given another opportunity to become a program officer of an extracurricular program in school. saka ako nakamit ng maraming tao. But then, as I was having the time of my life back in school, here comes USANA knocking back again at my door. Ay, grabe. Napaka-persistent. Okay? What happened? Just as I joined back into work, siguro mga 9 months, didn't even reach 1 year, I decided to quit again. But this time, it's not because I hated my job. So before you quit your job, you have to really think, what's your motivation for quitting it? This time, I knew that it was for a bigger purpose. What happened was, I have a friend in Manila na sabi niya na, Kuya Rob, kuya yung tawag niya sa akin, I might be considering doing the USANA business. So sabi ko na, well, you might do it, maganda naman. Sabihan mo ko if you decide to do it full-time. Kasi pupunta ako dyan. Diba? Or sabi ko lang, I might do something drastic. And so she didn't know. And when she said, sige, I'll do USANA business, I really did something drastic. Then and there, the job I loved so much, I had to give it up. I resigned. And the reason is geographical limits. I cannot be in Davao when someone is building in Manila. It's very sensitive when somebody is starting out, just starting out, maganda na puntahan mo siya. And that was what I learned with one of our coaches. Sabi ko, sige, okay. Although ngayon, online na, di ba? So we can really do it anywhere. But during that time, it wasn't like that. So anyway, I flew all the way to Manila. I dropped everything in Davao. When I went there, when I arrived there, doon na nagsimula ang marami pa palang challenges in USANA. I thought the 2 years was it. Okay? And I thought, now na may magbibuild na sa Manila, it's gonna change everything. Well, I'll surprise you. When I went to Manila, the first thing I did was I had my head bald. Ayan, nagpa-skinhead ako. Bakit? Kasi tipid tips. I knew it was gonna be hot and ayaw ko na lagi ako nagpapagupit. And so I had to keep it as short and as simple as possible. By my hair. So that was the first thing I did. And the second thing I did is I lived in a place where I can survive with the minimum possible cost. Yes, dyan po ako tumira. And I'm gonna advertise that place. That place is called City Hub Dormitel in Mandaluyong. It's a nice place, pero usually kasi yung nagsistay dyan, yung nagtitipid. So usually you'll have there yung mga roommates mo, mga blue-collar workers. Parang kawawa ka talaga dyan. Okay? Yung tinutulugan ko dyan is so small. It's no bigger than yung standard na aparador. It's just basically a bed. And yung pagitan lang namin is kurtina. Okay? So kawawa ka talaga dyan. You can hear the snores ng mga katabi mo. And buti sana kung 4 lang kayong magkakatabi dyan sa isang room. There's actually 20 of you in one room. So imagine that. Tiniis ko yan. Okay? So yan yung naging sala ko sa Manila. Diyan ako nanonood ng TV. And diyan na rin ako kumakain. So it's dining room and a living room. And my workspace is a charging station. They call it a laptop station, but nobody really owns a laptop there. Everybody just owns a smartphone. Okay? So tipid tips nga lahat na nakatira dyan. And finally, this was our CR. Okay? So common yung laundry area, common yung ligo area. Magdadasal ka na lang talaga na hindi kayo magkita sa loob kasi super awkward. It's gonna be so awkward. But anyway, tiniis ko yan. Okay, it's out of my comfort zone. Pero sabi ko, it's a small sacrifice. Do you have something right now na tingin mo it's not comfortable for you, but you think it's a small sacrifice? Ponder upon it. Kasi when I was experiencing this small sacrifice with regards sa shelter ko, sabi ko, I'm doing this for my business. I'm doing this for myself. So anyway, ano yung kinakain ko? So pag uwi ko na Davao, di ba, sabi nila, uy, Manila boy, Manila boy. So ang taas ng tingin nila. They didn't know, ang kinakain ko doon is yung side food, di ba, street food sa Boni Station. Kasi it was cheap. Some people order tongcua at baboy, ang in-order ko lang is the tongcua. Because I justified that it was healthy. But the truth is, I was justifying kasi cheap yun. But it cost around 10 pesos. And then bibili na ako ng 2 itlog. Because the protein was enough to sustain me for the day. I had enough money fare, papunta, di ba? And pabalik. And so the food, ayan, minimize ko, di ba? Yan, prutas na lang yung kinakain ko, okay? So, tiis-tiis talaga. Tiis-tiis lang yung fruits, di ba? Bakit? Kasi tag 10 pesos lang yung apple, tag 10 pesos lang yung pear, gano'n. And yung crowd, ayan. So, train, sabi nila maganda sa Manila train. But when you're in the train, yung pagitan nyo is probably just a hair strand. Nakakaiyak to. There was one time na yung pagitan namin lalaki, magkaharap kami. Between us, it was just one backpack. Buti nilagay niya sa harap niya. Kasi kung hindi niya nilagay sa harap niya, naghalikan na kami doon. Diba? If the train stopped. So, thank God it didn't anyway. It didn't suddenly stop. Diba? And when you go home, ito yung maabutan mo sa crowd, okay? It's super crowded. It's a huge metropolitan na talagang wala halos space. Kaya nga nakakatakot. Kaya siguro lumalaki din yung COVID cases doon ngayon. Kasi if people go out, it's not crowded. Even siguro at 4 a.m. na ako nakakauwi, minsan ganyan na kagrabe. So it's true, there are a lot of sacrifices. Grabe yun. Iniiyak ko yun. Kasi I was so overwhelmed with Manila. But you see little bit of result as you go. And sad leaders doon, di ba? So nakikita nyo itong mga ladies na ito, di ba? Some of them are not already doing USANA. Yung iba sa kanila nag-use pa rin. But a little bit of sacrifice showed a bit of result. And I was so happy. And even leaders came into the team. Okay? So akala mo, di ba, na ikaw lang talaga mag-isa. Excuse me. But eventually, there will be people who are like you, who are like-minded, who are also driven in the business, and they will also do it with you, with the same level of enthusiasm and energy. Count on it. You just don't give up. You just keep looking. You just keep on talking to people. Darating at darating sila. Mga kabaro mo sa negosyo. And so I was happy about it. And eventually, marami na rin talagang leaders na dumating. Ayan, so dati, di ba, all ladies. Ngayon, ayan, naging mga all boys na kami. So imagine we're in Manila, but all of them are Bisaya. Okay? So si John Lesser, that one in the middle, taga Davao yan, di ba? graduate. So University of Mindanao. So akalain mo, doon pa kami nag-meet. Si Jade naman is all the way from Marbel, so kapwa Ilonggo. Pero doon kami nag-meet. We don't know each other. We absolutely don't know each other. But right now, we are like brothers. So I'm telling you, di ba, if you don't have the leaders right now, darating sila. It's not the people that you know usually who will join the business. Sometimes, those people who will join your business, you'll get to know them and they will be part of your life for good. So be really thankful if dumating sila. And I would just like to honor this one person to the rightmost. Ayan, si Tita Audrey. So siya yung naging parang mother hen namin doon, di ba? So ako, bilib na bilib ako sa person na ito. Imagine ha, when we were doing USANA in Manila, ganito grabe yung dedication niya. Imagine, nag-work to sa Quezon City, GMA Network. Imagine ha, from GMA Network, anong gagawin niya? Ta-travel yan ng Enterprise. That's all the way to Makati. Probably 2 hours, 2 to 3 with traffic. Pagdating sa Enterprise, minsan matatapos yung meeting ng alas 12, alauna. Magbi-meeting after meeting pa. Alas 2 na nakauwi. Alam nyo saan uwi? Sa Cavite. She's going home to Cavite pa. And then the next day, she's going back to work. To think this person already has a stable income in GMA. May business na ito. But she's still doing USANA and she's still sacrificing. Tinatanong ko bakit? Tita, bakit? Why do you still sacrifice? Parang out of all of us, you're the one person who doesn't have to. And sabi niya, Coach Rob, nakita ko kasi na sa USANA lang talaga makukuha yung time freedom and yung tunay na financial freedom. And it was true. Kasi totoo nga naman, mataas nga yung salary niya sa GMA, pero malaki pala yung tax. Okay? And yung business niya, hindi mo pa alam, di ba, kung anong mangyayari doon, especially ngayon sa COVID, di ba? But USANA is still here. And so I understood deeply ano yung importansya. So eventually, nagkaroon talaga ng result yung USANA business. Okay? It started from almost nothing. Okay? And lumaki na yung income. But I was growing weary. I have to tell you. Lumaki yung income but I was growing tired. And I realized na, oo nga no, nakakapagod. And yung associates ko, napagod na rin sila. Kasi paulit-ulit-ulit lang yung ginagawa namin. And I realized what was wrong. What was wrong was I was trying to do it on my own. I took charge of my team on my own. But I forgot I have peers in the business. And so once again, bumalik ako kay Coach Ben, sabi ko, kamusta na ba kayo? Ano nang ginagawa nyo? And then a team up was born. So from these coaches, and of course, if you can see, nandyan sila mentors Mel and Daisy Balaguer, di ba? We built a team up kung saan we borrowed each other's strengths of the different coaches. And I know you have that right now. Di ba? It's always gonna have to be a collaboration. Na-realize ko yun, na oo nga no, the system of USANA is so beautiful already. Ang gandang-ganda na. Yun lang, sometimes tayo, we try to do it on our own. But we forget there are also people in USANA who is also doing this journey along with us. Masarap pag may kasama ka. It's always better if you're together. Kaya nga it's the collective effort of everyone that contributed to the success of the team. And I will not own it to just foolhardy work. Naniniwala ako that teamwork, diba, collaboration, really helped a lot in the team. And so lumaki yung team. And it was beyond my wildest dreams, no, na when everybody started to collaborate their strengths, talagang they're pulling in everything, people suddenly started taking charge. Parang ang nangyari is, everybody, the leaders down the line, they saw our example, and then ginawa nila, they also started collaborating with each other. So it gave away too much growth into the people. And ako, wow, nandun pala yung miracle, di ba? When I started to humble down na, oo nga no, no man is an island. The miracle happened when everybody started pulling in their strengths. And so, eto na, ayan. It began with just leaders na sabi nila na, okay, titignan ko si USANA, di ba? Titignan lang si USANA, or sige, gagawin kong part-time. But now, a lot of them have their own teams. In fact, nag-expand yung team, not just in Manila, it expanded in Manila, nag-expand all the way in Marbel, that's in somewhere in Mindanao, and it also expanded here in Davao. So, ang laki ng growth, di ba? It's because people suddenly took charge of their business. Can it happen to you? Yes, it can. It can happen to you, but it begins with you. None of these leaders are going to take charge if you will quit too soon. Dapat nandyan ka, di ba? Ikaw dapat yung pinakamatatag. And I believe that they will eventually see that example if you stay long enough in the game. And not only that, be a team player. Because if you're a team player, they will also see it and they will copy your example. And I am proud of these leaders. It's because of them that I was able to hit the Leadership Summit. Kasi kung wala sila, hindi talaga mangyayari yon. Okay. So what now, di ba? What's happening in my life right now with USANA? It's actually the last year, when the year parang somehow patapos na siya, sabi ko, 5 years na pala ako sa USANA, no? I'll take some time off para i-enjoy ko naman yung result. And so from Manila, umuwi na ako ng Davao. I decided umuwi ako ng Davao. It's because the leaders were already taking charge. Somehow, hindi na talaga ako needed doon. I saw that they were already capable. And when I went home, I realized I was missing out a lot. So gusto ko malaman yun na even while you are sacrificing, don't forget your family. Kasi sa akin, nakalimutan ko talaga. Siguro it was just a temporary sacrifice. Pero talagang bumawi ako when I went to Davao. Like I went full, bawi sa kanilang lahat. So kung kayo, ganun din yung nafe-feel nyo, parang I'm missing out on my family, don't worry. Alam nyo, pag dumating yung result nyo, bawing-bawi yan lahat. I'm gonna tell you, di ba, they will really love you and mababawi mo lahat time sa family. And of course, USANA was the only opportunity that was able to make me realize na marami palang options na gawin in life. Before, I thought na, sige, magsisingle na lang ako, wala na akong gagawin, USANA na lang talaga, at saka mag-work, ganun. But now, with USANA, when I was finally able to have time freedom, I met the love of my life. Ayan, so she is Mel. So we got engaged earlier, and eventually we'll get married. Hopefully, if not for COVID, diba? But you know, those things happen. Anyway, so I'm thankful for USANA. Without USANA, diba, hindi mo ma-realize. Oo nga, no? Without the time that USANA gave, without the financial freedom that USANA gave. So thank you talaga to USANA. And so I want to show you this. And I hope that my income disclaimer is clear. It's going to be different. Okay, when you're in USANA, you'll have different results. We'll have different results. So this is my income curve. Okay, and I want to show you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you, na sinasabi nila, si USANA daw is networking, di ba? So totoo ba yan? Kumikita ka ba talaga? And I'm going to tell you that it happened to me. And I want to impress upon you na pwede rin mangyari sa inyo, di ba? So it began in 2014 and 2015 ako nag-work. So my total earning for 2015 for the whole year is 16,488. Not dollars, but peso. Malaki ba yan? Diba? Malaking kahihiyan. Diba? Ang liit talaga niyan. In 2016, the following year, ayan, nag-times 3. Bakit? Kasi nag-quit nga daw ng job. Diba? So effort. Diba? But the effort didn't pay off much. Okay, times 3 lang, di ba? So 50,000, kawawa pa rin. That's like earning around 4,000 per month, di ba? Sa ganun lang. So parang nagpa-part-time ka lang, pero nag-quit ka na ng job. So what happened the most, yung malaking growth, if you notice, was on the third year, 2017, when I went out of my comfort zone to go to Manila. So I want you to realize that if you're going to take a big step, it's going to give you a huge growth. Nakakatakot yun. Of course, imagine I went to Manila with just 12,000 pesos. The 4,000 pesos, I used it as fare. I only had 8,000 pesos left. Hindi ko pa alam kung kikita ako next week. But it gave me most of the growth. I'm not telling you to go out of Cebu. I'm telling you to look out for a lot of growth opportunities out there. Baka masyado pa tayong comfortable. Because when you see a wonderful growth opportunity right in front of you, grab it. That might be the one thing that will change your life. In 2018, almost like times 2. And in 2019, nag-solid, times 2 talaga yung income. And that was the time that I hit the first million and the first major rank advancement to silver directorship. What is happening here? Eventually, you will experience a certain level of leverage. You will experience a certain level of duplication in this business. It's only in USANA that you have leverage. You'll never experience this at work. You'll never experience in employment na ganyan ka-massive ang leap ng income mo. Because I'm telling you, even while I rested, the end of last year, up to early this year, we're not even half of the year, yan na yung naging income. But right now, we're at the half of the year. Pero I earned more than I did last year. And it's just the middle of the year. And that was the time I hit Leadership Summit. Possible ba na mangyari sa'yo? Yes, we have the same opportunity. We have the same business. We have the same products. Possible talaga na mangyari sa'yo. But again, I tell you, income disclaimer, it's going to be different for each person. It's a different pace, di ba? Kasi mabagal ako. Di ba? Nafa-flatter nga ako pag sinasabi ni Coach Berna na fastest growing, di ba? Hindi kaya. What you see is the Leadership Summit. And with all due respect, Coach, niya kasi ako talaga. Sorry, I'm embarrassed. But anyway.
Fastest growing leader these days.
Yes, okay, get it. I'm sorry. Kasi sila Coach, sila Coach Hazel, Coach, ay talaga sila yung mabibilis. Ako, I'm really slow. Like, I'm a turtle, di ba? I'm a slowpoke. Tapos, pero it's still going to happen.
Yes.
You just have to stick in the business, di ba? And for you, baka mas mabilis. Baka you're just one major decision away to the growth of your business. So anyway, I'm going to share a bit of realizations. And the first is this, di ba? It always takes time, okay? Leave everything else to break. My problem before was I was too impatient. I wanted result now, but I wasn't really doing more than I ought to do. So when I stopped focusing on the result na sana ngayon na, and I focused on what I can do, saka nagkaroon ng graces. Kasi ganun pala yun, di ba? You cannot really control the result, but you can control the activity that affects the result. So control what you can, di ba? And stay long enough in the game. Ayan ha. If you're not yet 3 to 5 years in the business, huwag mo na mag-quit. And if you're 5 years in the business, huwag ka rin mag-quit. Kasi once you quit, you're never gonna reap what you've sown. Akala mo lang walang nangyayari. But each seed that you have sown is taking root. If walang naniwala sa inyo, ito yung na-realize ko ha. In the beginning of my business, most people didn't believe me, but I was planting seeds in myself pala. And that belief grew within me. And that affected my business. And that gave the result ngayon. Insight number 2. When you get there, you realize the journey was just as important as the destination. So, a destination without a journey is boring. Diba? So, dito, excited ka siguro mag-leadership summit. Pero once you get there, ma-realize mo, mas enjoy pala yung journey. Although, masarap din naman yung incentive, diba? Masarap naman lahat. Pero nare-realize mo na, pag hindi ko pala pinagdaanan yon, parang hindi worth it, diba? And you will realize, wow, the person you've become is so different from the person that you were. Diba? Work out what you can with what you've got. Okay, so pwede ba magsimula dito na hindi gaanong magaling? Pwede. Kasi hindi naman ako magaling. Some people say magaling. Ayan, magaling, matalino. Siguro matalino academically, pero hindi po magaling. It's just that I decided and I committed that I will make this work. Sabi ko, sige, mag-quit na silang lahat. Ako lang yung hindi. Kasi yun lang naman yung kaya kong gawin. Diba? So what are the things that you have control over? Is it your learning curve? Is it your eagerness? Is it your attitude? Is it your character? Is it your commitment to make this business work? Diba? If you become master of how you respond, you can definitely make the USANA opportunity work. Yan. System and tools are in place, diba? USANA system and tools are in place, guys. Everything is there, diba? You have online trainings, you have online talk, diba? You have the community, you have your coaches. Everyone is there, diba? It's a wonderful environment to make the business work. You're never gonna find this in a traditional business setup. It's always going to be competitive in a trad-biz setup. But in here, everybody's going to help you. All you have to do is decide to maximize everything. Insight number 5. Here's the attitude that you must have. Take 100% responsibility, please. No one's gonna do it for you. I remember a time, na galit ako sa upline ko. Sabi ko, mag-spill over ka naman. Binigyan niya ako ng isa. I was so happy. I had a commission for that one time. And it was only for one time. Kasi yung spillover niya hindi rin nag-active. Lesson learned. At the end of the day, you are still the owner of your business. It's not your upline. Ikaw pa rin ang gagalaw nun. Diba? So take 100% responsibility of your business. Kahit pa spilloveran ka, trust me, hindi yan mag-work. Diba? Grab the chance na. Ikaw na bahala dyan. But give 100% gratitude. Every person you meet, your sponsor, your downlines, give 100% attitude to everybody, your users, everyone. Because each of them has contributed to who you are right now, no matter how small. Kahit sandali, kahit inspiration, kahit kwento lang nila. Without that, you wouldn't be who you are right now. So always be thankful for everything. And ako, I want to thank my team. I want to thank the community. Kasi without them, it wouldn't have been possible. Like, wala ako kung wala sila. And so I'm deeply honored and humbled that they believed in the vision that I believed in, that they believed in USANA. Naniniwala rin sila sa kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan ko. With the same conviction. And that made things happen. And of course, I would also like to thank your coaches, di ba? Coach Hart, di ba? In the early days, talaga inspired kami because she was the youngest, di ba? Gold director. Imagine that. Diba? She was earning so much. Sabi namin, wow, at that age, she was earning that much. Pwede kami rin ba? So without that inspiration, without that story, do you think we would have pursued these other business? Definitely not. Diba? She was really there. She assisted us at the beginning, diba? And of course, diba, Coach Ike and Coach Hazel, diba? I remember Coach Ike would inspire us on the big stage, diba? They were the newest Ruby directors and grabe. We couldn't believe, grabe, that result. We want that. Diba? And yung story pa ni Coach Ike and Coach Hazel na naalala ko na they would sacrifice a lot, diba? That they would be negotiating with their kids na, oh, stay at home muna kayo, hatawin muna namin yung USANA. Sabi ko, okay, that story gave me the fuel to continue. Kasi yun na nga yung sacrifice na na-experience nila, maliit pa tong akin. Diba? And of course, Coach Verna, diba? Who got the travels before. Grabe, nabaliw kami doon. Sabi namin, pwede rin ba sa amin yan? So if nobody showed the way, we wouldn't be where we are now. Diba? So we deeply honor that. And of course, ito, grabe, super inspired ako kay Coach Bong. Diba? Imagine, ito yung lagi sinasabi ni Coach Len sa akin na, yan nga, oh, di ba, nakikita mo ang taas-taas ng posisyon. Nag-USANA, ikaw pa kaya. Sabi ko, oo nga, no? Without all of these people, we wouldn't be in USANA. And we deeply honor them, di ba? And all the other coaches, of course, si Coach Wendell and Vanji, and of course, I think si Coach Marites and Rene. Ayan. So, thank you po sa inyong lahat. We really honor you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you po. So I guess that is my talk. And now I am going to have a Q&A portion for everybody. Yan, sige. So do you have questions? I want to check if meron kayong mga tanong before I proceed to the last portion of my talk. Ayan.
Alrighty, guys. If you have questions, anything, you can go ahead and type in your questions, or para we can, Coach Rob will be able to answer that for all of us.
Yeah, ayan. Thank you so much, Coach Vern, for that, for facilitating. So, sige,
Thank you
yes.
so much,
Ayan.
Vince.
Ayan, may question ba? Ito. How did you bounce back from the challenges? Ayan. So, it wasn't easy talaga, no? I think the hardest challenge for me was in Manila. Kasi there was a time na wala na talaga akong makain. To the point that ganito, ang funny doon is, may associate ako na nakikita niya na nagpe-present ako ng iPad. And then, one time, nung nag-present na ako, hindi na iPad yung ginamit ko. Ginagamit ko na yung True Health magazine. So, sabi niya, Coach, bakit hindi mo nadala yung iPad mo? Sabi ko, dapat duplicable yung ginagawa natin. So, iniwan ko muna doon sa tinitirhan ko, di ba? So, wag na muna yun, di ba? Ito na muna tayo, True Health magazine. What I didn't know was, I sold my iPad. Kasi wala na akong cash. The commission wasn't enough. I had to do my auto order. So these challenges, what make me bounce back? First is, I had no choice kasi wala akong return ticket to Davao. So I had to make it work. So I guess if sagad na sagad ka na, you have to bounce back. You have no choice. But another is, I understood what I was doing. During that time, nakakalito, probably it doesn't make sense. But for me, deep in my heart, alam ko, each experience, imagine, you're at the brink of even selling your stuff just to make the business afloat. But I had the vision in my mind. Someday, this is gonna work. This USANA business is gonna take off. This is just temporary. Okay lang. Okay lang na 2 pesos pandesal na yung kakainin ko. For now lang to. So, if you don't have that anchor yet, I think most USANA leaders already have that anchor. And I know you will have that if you don't have it yet. But if you do have it, congratulations, diba? yes, that's so right, Coach Hazel. If you're committed to your success, if you're that committed, makukuha mo talaga siya, di ba? It's so easy for you to bounce back. But it's not gonna be probably that easy. Siguro, may challenges pa rin, but you will be able to bounce back if you have the proper anchor in your life. So I wish that for you. Any more questions? Yan, baka may questions pa. Sige. So while you're typing your questions, siguro I'll proceed. Eto na. It's the last portion of my talk, and I want to leave you with this. Yan. Why should you do USANA? So there's a lot of reasons, di ba? You can do it for your health. You can do it for your time freedom because you want time freedom. You can do it for your financial freedom. You can do it for your family. All these things. But for me, it was at one time in Manila na pauwi na ako. Ayan. So it was the usual travel back home. Ayan. So I was riding the jeep. Okay, bumaba na ako ng train. I was gonna ride the jeep. And naiiyak ako. Diba? So bakit ako naiiyak? It was because wala na talaga akong pera. And iniisip ko na, paano ko babalansehin yung income ko na kalinggit-linggit. Diba? So, it was also timing na I was looking at the news feed. And there was good news na naririnig ko. There was this one associate in USANA, and that USANA associate was running for Emerald Director. So kilala ko siya. Sabi ko, kilala ko yan eh. Kasi in Davao, yan yung sinasabi nila na you wouldn't think this person will succeed. Kasi nagbebenta lang ng gasol dati. Pero grabe. Sabi ko, wow, this person, di ba, you wouldn't think he would succeed. But during that time, he was on the 3rd week of Emerald and he was pushing. Sabi ko, parang tataasan niya pa. Wow. Grabe, no? He was a fighter. Sabi ko, wow. If this person is not giving up, bakit ako mag-give up? And I was on that jeep. When we entered the tunnel, kasi parang may tunnel na madilim, I let the tears fall na. Kasi that was the time na hindi ako makikita mga co-passengers ko. It was the only time. Pero it wasn't tears of sadness anymore. It was tears of inspiration. Sabi ko, tatag, diba? I will set a flag in my heart. I will set it on stone in my heart that I'm gonna make this work no matter what. Because there's this one person here who is not giving up. There's this one person who is fighting because he believes he will succeed in USANA. Even if everybody thought that he wouldn't be successful. Pero lumalaban siya. Why would I give up the fight for myself? So it became a very personal reason for me. So what I want to share with you is, probably you think your story doesn't matter. I'm telling you, that story was so random. It just went through my newsfeed. Probably that person doesn't even know that that story became an inspiration for me up till now. Pero that story inspired a lot of people, including me, to stay in the business and now reap the rewards of what I did. That could be your story then. So don't you dare give up, diba? Because your story is going to inspire someone out there, diba? And if my story has given you that source of inspiration, then my wish for you is that you anchor yourself in the vision that you will also have your success in USANA. Time will come, diba? Keep sowing. Eventually, you will reap. And my wish for you is that you will experience all the rewards of USANA. So thank you very much. And that is my talk. Siguro there's just this one question that I would be bothered if I wouldn't answer it, no? Ayan. How did you handle rejections before compared to now? Ayan. Rejections before. Funny yun eh. When siguro there was a time na nag-meltdown na ako, umiyak na ako kasi wala talaga sumasali. I always went back to my sponsor. pag yung talagang down na down ako na rejection, I go back and I ask. Ganun ako mag-handle ng rejection dati ha. Kasi, naintindihan ko naman nabaguhan pa ako in the business. I didn't have much belief. And he would always catch me naman. He would always explain. And I watched a lot of videos then that explained the rejection. So including Jim Rohn. And his explanation was so good ha. Ang ganda ng explanation niya. Sabi niya ganito. It's the parable of the sower. Ayan. So sabi niya, di ba, hindi hindi lahat sasali in the business. Pero just be ambitious, keep sowing because eventually the seed that you sow will fall on good soil. And out of the good soil, somewhere out of the good soil, somebody will really give you 100%. And so you just have to keep sowing. And so that was my mindset in rejection, including now, I'm more technical. There's what you call a batting average. So for every 10 people you talk to, you get one. So for that one person, yun na yung sasali. So what does it mean? It means that for every one person, meron talagang 9 na magre-reject sa'yo. You have to embrace that. And rejection doesn't have to come in flat rejections na talagang masakit, di ba? That they will say hurtful words. Rejections can come in just, sorry, brother, hindi mo na ako interesado ngayon. That's still a no. But that's just a very gentle rejection. They just count the numbers. If you go into the numbers, you're gonna feel less emotional. So I hope that helps. And there's another question here. And from Coach Hazel, ayan. How did you feel when you first hit your USANA free travel incentive? Ayan. So, it's funny, no? Kasi I cannot really convey the excitement. Because it's COVID time. I'm not really looking forward to travel this year. Yun nga pinag-usapan namin ni Coach Ver na kanina. Huwag mo na siguro this year, kahit next year na kasi hello, nakakatakot pa. But ako, I'm so excited kasi it's a wonderful destination. It's Maldives. I think the time frame is over now. But there's still Tokyo, ha? So you can go for that if you want it. Ako, exciting yun. So, ang sarap kasi when you plan na travel, kasi ako ay travel naman, di ba? Usually ako yung nagbubook, ako yung nagpa-plan ng itinerary and everything. So ngayon, hininga na lang kami ng scanned copy ng passports namin and then they just did everything for us. So we're just waiting for a schedule and then they're gonna treat us. So, di ba masarap yun? So, that was so exciting. Di ba? And of course, it's so masarap sa feeling na nakikita mo yung income mo na nagsasolid na siya. So that's something that you will experience if you hit the Leadership Maldives na or any leadership summit incentive. Kasi it's gonna push you to work out a 13-week framework na talagang consistent ka mag-earn. So that's something that you will really enjoy. Di ba? May enjoy mo rin yung income. So thank you so much, Coach Hazel, for that question. I forgot to really emphasize that. Share tips for PPS runners. Ayan. PPS runners. Who among you are running PPS? Please type 1. I want to see. Yan. Sino sa inyo yung nag-run ng PPS? That's good. That's good. I love this question. Ayan. Si Key. Ayan. Hello, Key. Ayan. So you're running PPS. That's good. Tips. Numbers talaga to. Numbers ito, Key. So, huwag ka panghinaan ng loob ha. Ayan, si Renalyn. Ayan. Hello, ma'am. Huwag po kayo panghinaan ng loob. Ayan, si Algin. Pag yung kinausap nyo, hindi nag-sign up. Meron talaga yan. Siguro mga marami kayong kakausapin pag PPS run. You just have to go through everyone you know, di ba? Kasi you never know. Yan, don't pre-qualify. You never really know who's going to join. So when you do the PPS run, number 1 talaga, you have to have a prospect list. Kasi when you work with your coach, yan yung pag-usapan nyo. O sige, kamusta na yung prospect list mo? Then you're gonna check again. O nga, no, sino yung nakausap ko dito? If you don't have the list, mahirap ihit yun. Okay? The next is, you count. Okay? For every 10 people, you get 1. Tama? So, you do a numbers game. Na, okay, ilan na ba yung nakausap ko? It's gonna make you less emotional. PPS run is compressed time. It's just a 2 months frame, but you have to enroll like a lot, di ba? 1,600 points. But if you are more strategic towards it, like you do the counting, you do the numbering, mangyayari is, it's gonna put you in a logical state. So, ang isip mo is, okay, for every 10 people, I get 1. So, if yung nakausap mo is 20, and then dalawa pa lang yung sumali, so alam mo na yung reason bakit kulang pa yung sa PPS mo. You just have to talk and talk again. Okay. So, what's another tip? Okay. Out of all the people that you talk to, merong mga mga hot prospect, kumbaga. Sila yung mga highly possible na sumali sa business nyo. So, unahin nyo na sila, okay? So, huwag nyo nang patagalin. Alam ko nakakatakot silang i-approach. But the people that you fear most approaching, baka sila na yung next business partner mo, and baka sila na yung maging reason kung mag-succeed ka pa dito sa business mo. Okay? So, those are my tips for the PPS runner. And be very conscious of your deadline. Okay? Strict ka dapat dyan, di ba? Huwag ka nang magpa-remind kay coach. Di ba? So, very good ba yung PPS? Yes. Pag na-hit nyo po yan, that's lifetime matching bonus. 15%. Di ba? You're never gonna get that anywhere else. But USANA just generously gives it to you. So grab the chance po. I really, really, really invite you to grab the chance to hit that PPPS. Thank you so much, Coach Hazel. Anyway, I guess those are the questions. Ayan.
Okay, wala nang pahabol ng question while we still have Coach Rob. All right. Thank you very much, Coach Rob. Thank you very much for inspiring us and for teaching us today. We learned so much from you, and we are also motivated. So this is very, very exciting for all of us. Thank you so much. So, by the way, before we call it a night, family picture muna tayo. Family picture. So I would like to request everyone, although request ko no niya ako mag-extend sa akong self kay ngit ko dire. Can we please request everybody to please turn on your video? Yes, all right. I can see. Hello, Coaches Hazel and I. Hello, Ma'am Annalyn, Sir Roque. Hello, Coach Rene. Hello, Tita Shani. Hello, everyone. Hello, Pat. Hello, Mitch. All right. Hi, Keith from Dubai. Algie, nice to see you. Hello. Tanawa lang ninyo akong picture ha. Gwapa man ko nga picture. Tutuki lang na siya. Muna to ang picture for today. Hello, Nathan. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Ma'am Renalyn. Oy, nasi baby. Okay. So, would like to request everybody to please turn on their videos. So, all right. Hi, Carl. Bagong ligo. All right. Hello, Pat. Okay. Anyways, everyone, ang others, kuha na lang, sige, go. Okay, Kira will take our picture. So, okay, wait a moment. Okay, si Felix is there. All right, sige, are you ready?
Okay, Vern,
okay.
Ikaw mag-take? O ako?
Yes.
Sige.
Ha?
Who's gonna
sige.
take the picture? Ikaw? Ikaw na?
Yeah, pwede rin ako. Ako na, or ikaw, or you want ni ikaw?
Pwede na kitang duha. Sige.
Sige, kita na lang doon. All right. Sige, 1, 2, 3. Smile, everybody. Okay. All right.
Okay, everybody, smile. 1, 2, 3. All right.
All righty. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Coach Rob, for joining us today.
Salamat, Robin.
Thank you,
Coach
Kaayo.
Robin, thank you so much. And karon pag kita nagkitagbalik after a long time, no? And we've learned a lot from you. Thank you for sharing your experience, and it will really help us. And keep sharing and keep inspiring more USANA associates. We are blessed that you are here with us today. And hope this is not the last time. Yes. And yeah, we've learned a lot from you. So napa may question ni Coach Robin. Kaya happy na Robin siya mag-gold. That's your next rank. There's no way but up. There's no way but up. So our next rank to silver is gold. Diba? Yes. And if you want to stand by, you can stand by Coach Robin, because we will have a little more sharing sa ilang na-learn today and realizations or ilahang na reflect sa ato ang kuan. So now we can have few sharers